Hello, everyone. This is kind of a little bit of a different subject. I think most of the time we speak without realizing what we say or how we say it, and not thinking of the different reactions we get from people. This is a little bit hard for me to understand to some degree. But I can say that before learning about the language of responsibility, my awareness of the impact of I, you, we statements were limited. While I understood the frame of words or how to use them, I never sat down and stopped thinking about the impact of um, the depth of the impact of what it would cost. For example, if I often use statements like "you never listen to me," which is something that my kids tell me a lot. Um, I never understood that if I change my words, it might affect her differently. And when I say her, is I have a 13-year-old daughter that complains a lot about how I speak to her. Um, when I often use statements to my close families, particularly during disagreements. I never understood the impact of these statements would be largely taken in effect if I would use them improperly. You don't care how busy I am, and what that would cause, or what that would look. And if I revised it, a scenario, and I would do, you never help me out with cleaning, or I would say I need help with cleaning instead of pointing a finger and blaming them. It would be a completely different. And I think sometimes you do realize how you're saying it, and or you try to change the way that you're gonna say it because you're looking for a certain reaction. But most of the time, when you're tired or when you're just saying stuff without even thinking, that's when you lose control of how you say it and the reaction that you get from that other person. The benefit of using the we language in partnerships. And I didn't and never thought about when, I like that part where it said that when you answer for somebody else without even thinking of whether that other person wants to go with you somewhere or not, and where you kind of make the decision on your own, and then that other person goes, oh, I don't want to go, and then that becomes a conflict. That was an interesting part. So it was an interesting video, and I think I had to look at it a couple of times and went back, and then I sat down and analyzed it for a while, because it was a bit different overall. Just learning about the different effects of using the words and who I use them with and how I phrase my statements um, was a different way of viewing the subject.